Hey everyone, Reaper back, and today I wanted to just talk about something that doesn't make sense in the universe of zombies. Like, just a couple things. So, from a gameplay perspective, they could make sense, but in universe, they don't really make sense. And the first one that I want to look at here is on Shangri-La. How come the zombies don't activate their pressure plates, like for the spikes or the mud trap, even the little water spouts that shoot you up to get you out of certain areas? So whenever the player walks over them, it'll shoot up some spikes. I'll activate it maybe 2 to 3 times. But whenever the zombies do, nothing happens. They can just walk through perfectly. Now, of course, this, for a gameplay perspective, makes sense because you don't want the zombies to activate the traps and ruin your running or training or try to revive somebody. But in universe, it doesn't really make sense, except for Nikolai, because he's actually put on a few pounds. On Call of the Dead, the zombies show up and carry George away instead of killing him. Like, they just pick him up over their shoulder and run away with him. And that really doesn't make any sense, considering we know how zombies normally act. What also doesn't make sense is George doesn't really act like your typical freak bag either. He kind of walks slowly, taunting you, just saying random stuff to taunt you throughout the whole match. And whenever you shoot him, he's kind of like bulletproof, almost like the apple that you can shoot at on the multiplayer map for Black Ops, Hangar 18. But whenever you shoot him out of the water, he actually does kind of look more like a zombie and he'll run at you. But from an in-universe perspective, it doesn't really make sense why he's not like the typical zombies, and also why they just didn't kill him on the spot, instead just carried him away and I guess zombie fight him at some other place. On Dreisendracht, there are signs that tell you the locations around the facility, like for of course, like different locations like courtyard and church, blah 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 blah. But for some reason, somebody went back and wrote over them with English, like with a marker or paint or something. I mean, it's red, but it doesn't look blood red. It's like a bright red. But they wrote over the German signs with English, which I find very weird considering Dreisendracht takes place in Austria during World War II. In game, like in universe, it doesn't really make sense why somebody would go over it with English when it's in Austria. So this point right here is the reason I want to make this video in the first place. Because a few days ago, I was doing the moon Easter egg with a friend, and we were on round 26 and still haven't got the excavator. I think we got on like round 30 something, but it took forever to get the excavator. And so, while we were waiting, I was like, we can hack all this other stuff with the hacker, but we can't hack the excavator to come to us to drill the tunnels, but we can hack it to not drill the tunnels. And I just thought it would make more sense in universe that we could actually hack it to come to us. Finally, the video comes to an end with Blood of the Dead. Shout out to Gomez for this point. When the cutscene starts, the characters are walking around behind like where the poster is on Mob. Except nobody has the Masamune. When in fact one of them, at least one of them, would have the Masamune with them since you need it for the Easter egg and the boss fight. Now, this could have made more sense if during the cutscene, one of the characters, like maybe Taki or something, did have the weapon with them, and as they were running to the docks at the end of the cutscene, it got dropped in the water. And that explains why they no longer have it, and it's not in the mystery box itself on the map. Because this would have fit in with how Zetsubou originally was supposed to go. But, of course, this is a deviation in the Black Ops 3 timeline. I hope that you all enjoy this video, and if you have any things that don't make sense within the Zombies universe itself, please leave a comment and I will make a part 2.